In 1066, an invasion led by the William, the Duke of Normandy, in what is now northern France, defeated Harold, the Saxon King of England, at the Battle of Hastings. Harold was killed in the battle, and William became the King of England and known as the William the Conqueror. The Battle of the battle is commemorated in a great piece of embroidery known as Baix Tapestry, which is still seen in France today. The Norman Conquest was the last successful foreign invasion of the England and led to many changes in the government and social structure of England. Norman French, the language of the new ruling class, influenced the development of English language as we know it today. Initially, the Normans also conquered Wales, but the Welsh gradually won territory back. The Scots and the Normans fought on the border between England and Scotland. The Normans took over some land on the border but did not invade Scotland. William sent people all over the England to draw up list of all those towns and villages, the people who lived there, who owned the land, and what animals they owned were also listed, and this was called as Doomsday Book. It still exists today and gives a picture of society in England just after the Norman Conquest. The Duke William of Normandy landed near the Pevensey in Sussex on 28 September 1066 with an army including cavalry. He had became to claim he had come to claim the throne of England, which he believed had been promised to him by Edward the Confessor. Harold Godwinson marched 241 miles from Yorkshire to oppose him. On 14th October, he took up a defensive position at a place now known as called Battle near Hastings. The English fought on foot with axes, spears, and swords. The Norman army included bowmen and mounted armored knights. Several times they pretended to run away, drawing the English from their positions and then cutting them down. After about 9 hours of fighting, Harold was killed and the English army routed. William the Conqueror became the King of England. After Hastings, not all the English accepted William as king. In defense, Heriwold and the Wake held out against the Normans for a long time, but the main resistance was in the north, where English rebels were aided by Viking fleet. So during the winter 1069 and 70, King William marched his army from Humber northwards to the Tees and then back again via Chester and North Midlands to make sure the rebels would starve and never resist again. They not only killed all the rebels they found, but they also destroyed the villages, killed farm animals, and burned crops. Large part of Yorkshire were still wasteland over 20 years later. Two developments helped the Normans to conquer and control England. The Mackinac Knights and Castle. Neither had been seen in England before 1066. The first Norman castles were made on earth and timber and could be built very quickly, probably using the forced local labor. They consisted of ditches and banked enclosures called as baileys, defended by wooden stocked. They nearly always also had a mount, the strong point with its own ditch, and it's also stockade defending the mount up. In addition, sometimes they had a timber tower called as keep on the mount top. Norman soldiers used to use these castles to defend themselves, and soldiers living there could ride out and control the surrounding country. The Normans controlled the England much more tightly than Saxon kings. William the Conqueror wanted to know exactly who owned what land and what was its worth and what sort of people and farm animals lived in each place. Thus, he would know how much he could make his subject pay in taxes. So, in 1087, William commissioned a detailed survey of whole country. His surveyor asked so many questions that English compared them to the questions of Christians expected to answer at the last judgment. So, Doomsday. So they called the survey Doomsday Book. For us, a Doomsday Book provides a unique, valuable, and interesting snapshot of early Norman England. Thank you.